and the journey begins.
Hey y'all.
Hey friends. We're about to take you on a pretty wild adventure.
Where we going? To the old house?
Yeah, it's...
Trying to make an old house new?
Yeah.
Hey y'all, I'm Michael.
And I'm Kelly.
We've been planning and preparing to sell everything in our house that we can't fit into an RV for the last 6 years.
After asking Michael what he wanted for his birthday and him telling me,
all I want is just to be out of our house and into a motorhome.
I knew I couldn't get us into our motorhome before his birthday, but I could get us into a small travel trailer.
Boy, was I surprised.
So come along with us as we transition from a 2,780 square foot house my grandparents built in 1964 to a 31-foot travel trailer.
Emotions and all, this is going to be quite an adventure.
We were just gonna paint a couple of rooms. Our daughter painted a hot pink room.
And did Jordan do the blue? Or did Kenley do the blue?
I can't remember.
Oh,
Jordan moved back home. He was in the blue room, so I don't remember if Kenley painted the blue room or if Jordan painted the blue room. But anyway, Kenley had, it was pretty hot pink, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. So the plan was, now let's start back at the beginning, way beginning. This house has been in my family since what year?
The house was built in 1964.
1964. My grandparents built it. This is me and my grandparents standing in front of our house, which was their house then. Sorry it's a little blurry, but you know, back in the 80s we didn't have 4K pictures, so I was probably 19 years old here. This is my grandparents standing in the front yard. I do miss my papa. He was a great man. He served in World War II. He actually was shot 3 different times in World War II and ended up coming home the last time with a Purple Heart. Christmas was in this house since 1964 up until 2 years ago. This is me and my mom and dad. Probably, maybe I was 2 here, possibly. This was one of my first Christmases here in this house. I was little. My mama's big beehive. Another Christmas in the house. I think this was either my junior or senior year in high school. Again, kind of blurry, but that's my mom and my uncle, my dad's youngest brother. This was one of the last Christmases my papa was here at this house. He was already starting to get Alzheimer's here, but Christmas was always so much fun here. My papa loved Christmas. I think that's going to be the hardest thing about giving up this house, even though we haven't had Christmas here the past couple of years. It's just the memories. But I can still keep them on pictures and in my mind. I think this was the last Christmas that we had all my uncles here. My dad with both his brothers and some of my cousins. My cousins started getting married and going and doing things with their spouses' families, but this is just a great memory that we were all here together for the last time. So this house is very special to me. I grew up there. We bought it in 2008. We've been there ever since 2008. So just to get that background out of the way. So now let's jump forward. I was watching TV one day after work and we had cut our cable off because who needs cable now? I mean, you know.
Yeah.
We have all the good, you know, we just, no commercials, you know, we just click, there's a show. You can watch a whole series. So I happened upon YouTube and I found what has now become some of our favorite YouTube channels and saw these people, all these people living in their motorhomes and traveling the United States, and I thought, I love to travel, and that's one thing. You and I started our adventures traveling from the time that we were dating. We traveled out to Las Vegas together.
Well, that's when my adventure started traveling.
Yeah,
because I didn't do much of that when I was with
I did growing up. We traveled a lot.
Well, when we were at home, when we were little, Mom and Dad did. We went places, but not like y'all did.
And I just always have had a love for it. So when I saw these channels, I thought, wow, I'd love to do that. That you can take your house with you. It's a fun thing to do to see the country. I'm going to bring it up to Mikey, but I don't think he's going to like this because we had chickens, we had honeybees. He actually at the same time was watching videos about being sustainable. So
homesteads.
Yeah, homesteads.
And that's what I want to do.
And not that I was trying to go back behind his back, but I was thinking, golly, that sounds like fun, but you know what? We'll never go anywhere.
We wouldn't.
We would never be able to go if we had animals and, you know, lived on the land. So I thought, he's never going to go for this. So I mentioned it to him. He kind of was blank-faced at first. Sorry, big bug. But a few days later, he came back to me and he was like, let's do it. This sounds like fun. I thought, seriously? Really? You're on board for this? So that's where it all began. We both started watching the channels.
What were the channels? Do you remember which ones you first started
So the very
watching?
first ones that I found were Less Junk, More Journey, Keep Your Daydream. They had just started out. You, Me, and the RV. And if you watch RV shows, you probably have heard of these channels. If you haven't, go find them because they're amazing. They're very influencing to us, and that's what set us on the track to where we are now.
Did she paint one of them rooms back?
She did. She did paint the blue.
I'll paint it back. I'm sure y'all, if you got kids, I'm sure you've heard that.
Yeah, okay. She came to me, Mom, can I paint my room hot pink? Well, wait a minute. What do you mean by hot pink? Well, here's the color. We went to Lowe's. Well, this is what color I would like. Well, that's a pretty cool color. But what happens when you're tired of that color or you move out? Oh, I'll paint it back. Okay, sure. She painted it all by herself. She was like middle school.
And it showed.
It really did, didn't it? It wasn't.
She was no Leonardo da Vinci.
No, she wasn't. But she moved out and she didn't change the color back. Yeah.
I'll put it back.
Yeah.
I'll paint it back.
Now that we've given you the backstory, the long version of the backstory, let's get into, you know, what's happening now. What we have once we got really rolling on fixing the house. So let's get to the bathroom.
Which one? We got two of them in there. We don't have three of them.
We haven't done anything downstairs yet. So the bathroom upstairs.
What are you doing, Mikey?
My favorite thing to do in the house.
Tear it up?
Demolition.
Wow. So, what are you going to do with that hole?
What do you want to do with the hole? Don't you have an idea?
I
What's
do.
your idea?
So yeah, why my grandparents put this ugly, well I guess in the 60s it was probably popular, but it's ugly fake tile that started out as pink. Yeah.
Pink plastic tile.
I remember when this bathroom was pink. So we are getting a shower insert to put in here because I really don't think the new owners of this house is going to want pink. Well, it's not pink anymore. They painted it. So it started out pink, and then at some time it was beige. And then it got to whatever that color is. So
It looks like they used sheetrock wood.
oh. So yeah, we're taking out the whole sheetrock, and then we're going to put a shower insert.
One that'll mount right to the studs.
Yeah.
That'll save from having to put in the surrounds. The manufacturer says it can be mounted to the studs, so
We're going to do it.
that'll save us from having to put sheetrock in.
You're done.
Well, at least down to that. I need a Allen wrench.
What are you doing, Mikey?
Some more demolition.
I guess that cabinet was built with the house, huh?
Probably back in 64,
Yeah.
57 years ago.
We're taking it down. So I guess in 1964, this fake tile was popular. It was pink.
Did you hear it?
I heard it.
The long screw. Not a lot of screw.
That's the screw? Hold that back up.
Yeah, that's the bolt. I mean, and
Good grief, that's what was holding that up. Okay.
come in here and take a picture of all the colors it used to be.
Yeah, it's been painted. It started out as pink.
Well, come here, you can see it right here.
Oh.
That's it, poor Papa.
Yeah. I remember it being pink when I was little.
He didn't have a choice. He had to suffer through pink. He had to suffer through pink when he was sitting on the commode.
If I had told you when we built a house that I wanted pink tile. Would you have been okay with that?
Pink tile? No.
So it started out as pink, and then it was, what is that, a burgundy?
Oh, no, this here. That's the tan.
No, up.
It
Around
was
the outside.
That, the tan.
Oh,
Because
okay.
Karen more than likely done the burgundy. Because see how that's over that? That paint's over
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Then it was that green. And then...
No, I don't think Karen did burgundy because it was the white when we came in, the cream.
Okay, well then my mom must have done the burgundy, then it was green, and then it was the color it is now.
Wow. So, I mean, it needs to be retired, don't you think?
Yes.
Pink tile. I remember when I was a kid, this bathroom being pink.
Pink tile, poor old Papa. Oh my gosh. Not just pink tile. You
there.
said the whole thing was pink.
Yeah, the whole
My
bathroom.
mom painted everything pink up
When
there.
I was little, that whole bathroom was pink, and Mikey kept saying, there's no way Papa would have let this. We had fake pink tile.
It was plastic. When I peeled it off,
Yeah,
it was
weird.
plastic. It was shaped like the tile with the curve on the one side, but it wasn't solid like the tile you get now. The ceramic tile wasn't solid. It was hollow in that curve. It just had the ridge around it, so...
Well, it was like a
it made
tub
it look
insert, I think. You can get tub inserts now. I think it was like that. It just was shaped like tile.
No, these are individual pieces. They come off individual pieces.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
Well, see,
I
I
was trying to
wasn't
think
up
a
there.
tub insert would come off as a whole thing,
Yeah.
but no, it's individual pieces. I
Okay.
think some of the paint was peeling off. The first layer was, so I just started picking at it, and it started coming off more and more and more. And I don't know if we'd decided or if we'd even talked about changing that out, but we hadn't used that bathroom upstairs for a while because
We
we
take
were
a shower
downstairs,
downstairs.
and
It's just easier.
the paint kept coming off, and good night. There was 4 or 5 different layers of paint, so that's when we decided to take it off, and that's when we found out it was pink tile. And then you had said the whole bathroom was pink. She had painted the walls and everything else pink.
Yeah, it was pink.
Of course, that was probably back in the early '60s.
Yeah, well, probably when they built it, they put that in there. I can't imagine them adding that later.
No, I'm sure that was initial to begin with.
Yeah. I told you it was pink. So we thought, okay, well let's take this out and add in a shower insert. So we bought a shower insert. Took us a long time to get that.
We had gutted it. We had taken the tile off, and then we'd taken the sheetrock off behind it.
Mikey, I just got one question.
What's that?
What in the world? Like, did you just need to blow off some steam, or what? I mean, what'd you do to the bathroom?
Tore it apart.
Well, all right. Wow. So, like, what do I do if I gotta go potty?
Where'd you go when you went on a trip? And
I stood over a hole. There was a cabinet right there.
oh, there you go. You can stand over that hole.
Okay, if you say so. So, it looks like either you've been hard at work or you had a lot of frustration to let out.
Everything that's ripped out right now is where that pink tile was.
Pink, burgundy, green,
Yeah,
cream, white.
The same color scheme that I took a picture of earlier. And this is coming out too. All this from here down. So that's I gotta take out.
Oh, that's where you were talking about putting the shiplap. Yeah, we could put a little
Well,
piece there, couldn't we?
We had to take this out because the tile was up here in the shower, but the tile was down here. So I figured it's just easier to just take it all up here because you got to take that corner bead out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we should probably put it wouldn't take that much to put a little piece there, but you were talking about behind that little corner. Well, that could just be a
Yeah,
piece.
that little itty bitty corner right there. That's
yeah, I think that could just be a piece of, I don't know, whatever you and Karen come up with.
Yeah.
And this is what I don't understand. Okay, open the door. This is my grandparents. I don't know. We just never changed it. So we got, what is that? Gold? Bronze? Brass?
Oh, jeez.
Silver? Brass. Now I could understand the silver
it's the same design.
if that had been silver. Why?
I don't know.
I don't understand. I don't
Unless you
get
like
it.
the decorative on the inside. Well,
I
guess because they painted this white, it looks prettier here, and this was bronze, and everything out there was a dark colored door.
Yeah, but why didn't they change that one too?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
You have to ask Mama and Papa all that.
Well, I can't ask them no more. They're not here. So right now, this is it. What you doing today?
Really don't know.
We're waiting on Karen. I
we're
think we're gonna
Karen.
do the
We're gonna do this side here.
Put sheetrock up. Go ahead and do this.
Yep.
We've got some white tile to go in there. It's kind of like a miniature subway tile. So yeah. Was the demolition fun?
Oh yeah. Kind of tedious because I had to go through here with sometimes with a screwdriver, sometimes with a chisel, sometimes with a little pry bar I had just to cut above the tile here.
Yeah.
And of course the backsplash comfort sink was here, and then the tile was down to here, so I had to cut all that out too. So I'm just gonna put sheetrock in there, mud it up, smooth it up. Then we'll put in that white backsplash that you got.
So let's talk about, you took the countertop off.
Yes.
We were gonna purchase a new countertop, but what was the problem with that?
The problem with that, the house was built back in 1964, and the kitchen cabinets downstairs and upstairs were made of pecan, and they were special made for Papa, Kelly's grandpa, by a friend of his, and I'm afraid this was custom made too.
Yeah, we couldn't find a countertop that would fit this.
Not today's standards, how they standardize everything.
And it's not like, because we've got, see how I was telling you, we've got smaller over here than over there. The sink is not even centered.
Yeah.
So we're going back with the countertop that was there, which is white, which is the color that we're going with in the whole bathroom. So I think that'll be fine. It's just, I would rather have a solid surface, but we can't, so.
Well, Karen suggested maybe cutting this notch out. But see, but if it's 60 inches, it would stick over.
Yeah, it would be too long.
Yeah. It would be 3 inches.
So this is our project today.
Yeah, it'd stick out way out there.
Yeah.
Where the tape measure's at. That'd be too far. And then we got of course, you know, we got the new toilet.
Yeah, we got 2 new toilets. Let's get her done.
And then they had the blown-in insulation back then, and all that insulation had settled.
Yeah.
It had settled behind the tub. And well, in that wall, we took all the sheetrock off, that whole back wall of the bathroom, and it had settled. So that insulation had packed down. This other insulation's down here.
Wow.
After taking that off, we ended up putting more insulation in there. We re-insulated it with modern insulation, and then that's when you decide, let's try a tub surround. So I went and got a tub surround, and they said it would work.
Oh yeah, the guy says, oh yeah, this is universal, it'll work with any tub.
And this tub, and here again, the house was built in '64. This tub was cast iron. It didn't have the claw feet on it, but it was a cast iron tub. We figured, he said it would work, so we figured it'd work on that. Shoot, try to put it in there, ain't no way, man.
And I'm trying to help him. That was hard. I broke 3 nails.
Oh, that was hard there.
I was scraped up, scratched, because I do my best, but I'm not a man.
Yeah, I think we left it sit in there overnight.
Yeah, we did, because by the time we got it squeezed in there, because I mean, it was a tight squeeze. Do you want to document what you just said?
What about that? Try it again?
I'll let you.
Try it again.
Which means?
We gotta turn this.
Oh, you're not going to admit that I was wrong.
I didn't say that. I never said that, I don't think, will I?
So,
It's a roundabout one.
The bathroom, the bathtub, what do you call this thing? Surround. Even though Lowe's told us that it would work in our old, excuse all the mess. This is our room that stuff we got to go through. Even though Lowe's told us that this would go in our old, what is our cast iron bathtub, it doesn't. So apparently these bathtubs, you can't see it really good, but that's a little tab. That's a little tab. There's another one down there. These are made to go with their bathtub.
Yeah, the special tub.
So after playing Tetris again and getting it in there.
It's like a 3D
yeah.
jigsaw puzzle.
2 damaged knuckles. We're having to rebox it, take it back, regroup. We're gonna have to tile it. So we fit it in the box. We figured out how the styrofoam goes, and then we figured out it's in here. It needs to turn. So now we're turning. That's been our day, huh? So yeah, all this is stuff we either are giving away or got to go through. It ended up having these little, like,
was it tabs or
tabs on it that should have went behind it, and actually the guy that helped us was wrong. That insert was made for the tub that goes with it.
Made for a certain tub, certain style of tub.
So it was not universal. So guys, if you're replacing a tub, you know, make sure that you get the right insert with the right tub, because it wasn't universal. I'm not gonna say he lied. He just, it wasn't. The local store was a lot more knowledgeable, and he told us the only options that we had were they have inserts that you can actually have cut to the size of your shower, but that was going to be, they're pretty expensive. It would have been a lot more expensive, or he said that we could tile it, and that was going to be a lot cheaper. That doesn't sound right, but it's true. You'd think that the inserts would be cheaper, but it wasn't. Tiling it was the cheapest way to go, and thank goodness my stepmom loves to tile, so she tiled the whole thing for us. I love, love, love the shower. Look how amazing. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. Look, she even made us a little place to put your soap and shampoo. Awesome. I love it. New fixtures. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the fixtures. These were hard to find. I wanted to go with something kind of old-timey, since we kept our old tub. The problem is, most people are not having tubs now in their new homes or, you know, updated homes. They're going with showers. So it was very, very hard to find fixtures in the satin nickel. They were all chrome because most people are now going to just showers. So the only thing, me, Mikey, and my dad spent a whole day and went to, I can't tell you how many places around the area, trying to find a bunch of plumbing places, trying to find these, and it ended up that I had to order them on Amazon. But I love them. I love the way it turned out. I love the way it kind of brought the old tub in with the new tile. I love everything about it. Yeah.
We went with the tile. Of course, then from that, we had to do the rest of the wall that I had tore the sheetrock out.
Yeah.
So I put up, how do you say it?
Wainscoting? It's the plank. It looks...
Yeah. We put that in, and we put in a new toilet, put an elongated toilet.
What are you doing?
I feel like I'm packing to go on vacation. I gotta get everything like Tetris.
Yeah, very much like Tetris. So we got a sink top for the downstairs bathroom and 2 toilets. How in the world did you fit all that in here?
Fit it out?
I said, how in the world did you fit it all in here?
Oh. Tetris.
Tetris. You're good at that game, aren't you? Boy, that old Stella, she'll hold a lot, won't she?
Yep.
2 toilets, tools, sink top. Me, you, Mimi.
Yep.
Wainscoting.
coating, I think is what it's called. Our new toilet. Well, not our new toilet, but whoever buys it. But I really like the way it's coming together. That looks so much better than the pink stuff. We got a new vent in. We're putting all new vents in. We did end up putting the wood stuff on this little wall that we were talking about earlier. We put it on that one too, instead of just, well, no, yeah, that is the wood. And look how much better the closet looks. Mikey painted the closet. Looks amazing. Changed out the doorknobs. So much better than what was there, right? And painted the door. That looks so much better. We gotta change out we gotta change out these. We're gonna change all these out. We already have those, we just gotta change them out. But look, awesome door handle. So much better.
And of course, we had the ugly floor.
Well, we did the backsplash.
Backsplash is in. I love it. It looks so much better.
Yes.
And we had a mirror that went length with a light that went
With an 8-foot LED light.
The mirror's gone, we gotta get rid of that ugly light.
I think, no, I take it back. It was a 4-foot LED light.
Oh.
Just an old, not LED, fluorescent tube.
Yeah.
That was
ugly.
on top. You know, something they'd put in back in the 60s.
Dirt ugly.
What you fussing about?
No, I just put this mirror on. No. The caulk I put in there was cracking. It shrunk up.
No.
It must have been old caulk.
Now what?
I have to take it out and recaulk it.
Dang it. Well, you want to show our other conundrum?
Yeah, 2 of them. And you're stumbling around one of them now.
Oh, this is a conundrum too?
Yeah, the medicine cabinet. We got to put that back up.
Oh, yeah.
The holes ain't gonna line up because the, what do you call that thing? Wayne's board, whatever. What do you call that board?
So we would have had to take it down anyway.
No, you could have cut that down.
But then it would have looked weird for the...
Well, you could have cut that down too.
So this is too tall for the...
Yeah, because I think before it was like down to here. So I'm gonna set it on this, and them holes are from the previous one, and this right here I kind of got marks on it. Looks like that's where it's gonna go. And
Gotcha.
And then I'm holding on to the other one.
Another conundrum?
Yeah, the old light was about that height, and the mirror was a long mirror. It covered just about the whole length of the.
Yeah, it was ugly.
Of course, it was a mirror they put in 1964.
Yeah.
But now we got this one. I've got to move the light, of course, where the power come in for that light, because that light was a long 4-foot fluorescent tube, just one. So even though the power was here, you could wire it there and it stretched over. Well, that's where the box was at. So that's where
Pop wasn't paying attention when he put the light up.
I don't know. Was the sink in there now? I don't think the sink was in there.
I don't think it was. Yeah, so he just didn't realize that it is off.
And then putting this in, I'm gonna have to move it up.
What happens if you put put
The mirror?
that all the way down to the bottom of, right above that? Still too. Yeah, no, that's still not
I
gonna.
see below my nose.
Yeah. Okay, well,
That'll be a weekend project.
this weekend.
Well, that stuff is still wet.
How are you gonna get that caulking out? Caulking out. So yeah, he put the little whatever that is. It's still wet.
Yeah, I'm covering over the cracks. I'm wondering.
Can you just put more over it?
If I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna take it out and then do it. So I can't smooth it out. But yeah.
Is the air off?
No, the air's up though.
It's hot in here. Yeah.
Could that be why it cracked is what I'm wondering, because it's so hot in
No,
here.
that stuff shouldn't crack.
Oh, I just noticed something.
What?
Open that.
Yeah, that's another thing I put on.
You put the new door on with the new
Well, it's
hinges.
not new door.
Well,
It's the old door with new hinges. I put that on too. Was it Saturday it was over here? Yeah.
I was downstairs all Saturday, so I
Put that on
didn't.
Saturday.
Awesome.
Oh.
It's coming too. We almost have this finished, this room. Look, and the door handles match.
It's a two-tone.
Yeah, they all, door handle matches, door handle matches, door handle matches.
So how high do you want this?
I'm super excited about
I know it's
that.
not going to go here, but
No, I think lower. God, that light's gonna have to go really high.
yeah.
How low can you go that you can still, well, yeah, that's about, no.
I don't know.
No, I like it. Yeah, I like it up higher since you're gonna have to move it
It's
anyway.
It's not a full-length mirror, you know, where you can look at your shoes and your dress.
Well, no, but it does go up and down.
Yeah.
We're gonna paint the hardware. We already have the paint to paint that brush nickel to match
Well, that right
everything
there probably
else.
pretty good.
Or what is it, brush satin?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. You think that'd be high enough? You want it higher?
No, not higher.
Okay.
I mean, if you get it too high, it's gonna be,
All right.
I mean, you're tall, so that would be on the high side for me. I'd have to pull it down to be able to see myself. But you need to get it so that, you know, I liked it where you had it. But over to the right, over the sink.
Oh, yeah. I was just getting the height.
I just noticed you put the towel thing back up too.
Yeah.
Boy, you were busy.
I was starting looking at that, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
I do love that light though. It's so much better. Oh, you even put all the stuff back on.
Put the doors in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks so much better.
So that mirror is like 30, 26, so we got about 13 inches. And this is where the mirror's gonna be at. So that's that. That mirror's going, the top's gonna be up here. So how high above the mirror do you think we gotta go?
Well, you're gonna have to clear those light bulbs if we keep those light bulbs in, but they might get totally different light bulbs, but still, you need to clear.
At least the bottom of the,
Yeah,
we call them globes.
I would.
Yeah.
And we got a new fresh coat of paint. But after that, it was like, oh, these floors, this is terrible. It's old linoleum, and this is horrible.
And let's talk about this tile floor. Oh my gosh. It's dirty. We still gotta clean. But is this not the most amazing floor? It's so much better than what was in here. So awesome. I love it so far. So the story with this medicine cabinet is I had him take it down because my thought was I would sell it on Facebook Marketplace and then go find me a new one. But when we started looking at new ones, they're just cheap wood now. They're not real wood. Like this one is real wood. And they were double the price of what, well no, more than double the price of what, I mean, they were a couple of $100, $200 and $300. So we painted this one, got new hardware, and we're gonna hang it back up. If I had realized that, I probably wouldn't have had him take it down, except that, like he said, it's gonna have to go higher. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
So, well, let's go back to, like, our son in Illinois and our daughter that lives here are both real estate agents, and apparently they got together and they talked. And he called me and he's like, you know, me and Kenley were talking, bathrooms and kitchens sell. So anything that you can do, you know, you don't have to do a lot, just some fresh paint. Because we just originally planned on painting the 2 horribly colored bedrooms. But he says, you know, y'all need to at least paint the bathroom and the kitchen because those sell, and the more you don't have to spend a lot of money, just, you know, some paint will do a huge difference. So that came to, we didn't just paint the bathroom.
No.
We completely flipped the bathroom.
Yeah.
So.
And then we ended up taking up the pergo flooring in the dining room, the kitchen.
Well, that was after we flipped the kitchen. After we
in the hallway.
After we did the bathroom, it was like, gosh, this kitchen's terrible because it still had the original pecan paneling and that had never been painted.
The cabinets are made out of pecan.
And the cabinets were
Hated to paint
pecan.
that. Man,
yeah, none of them had ever been painted.
It was handmade by a guy, and it wasn't a factory built thing. It was handmade.
The same man also made my papa's bedroom suit.
Well, guys, we're going to end the video here. Be sure to come back next week so you can see what the kitchen looks like after we've flipped it. It's looking good.
It is. If you like this video, make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of our videos in the upcoming weeks of us transitioning from our big house, getting it ready to sell, and transitioning into our tiny home on wheels. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, on your end and our end.
And emotional. Which brings us to
sharing our video. You might have some family or friends that are going through the same thing, that are thinking about it, have that
anxiety,
way out thought of doing it, and then the anxiety of doing it if they started doing it, because I kind of had that too.
Doing what?
Doing this.
Flipping the house, or
just
moving into tiny spaces.
Moving into tiny spaces, getting out of the house and getting into an RV. Full time. After you've been living in it 50-something years, been living in the sticks and bricks 50-something years, and all of a sudden you go into something like what we got right now.
Tiny and mobile.
Tiny and mobile. It was scary, but God, here we go again. Why don't we do it sooner? I mean, that's the thought that a lot of people have is, why don't we do it sooner? Because of the fear of the unknown. That's the biggest thing. But with what we're doing with our house right now, with the sticks and bricks, the big house as we call it, you might have someone that's thinking about flipping their house. They might get some ideas from doing that too.
When we started watching the full-time RV channels, we couldn't find anybody that actually showed the process of transitioning from their house into their RV, like, getting rid of all their stuff, selling their house, any remodels that they had to make to get it ready to sell.
So that's why we did what we're doing right now, to help someone else take that first step of getting the house done.
Yeah, because I really wanted to see what other people went through and their struggles, and boy, have we had the struggles, and we want to show you that it's possible. You don't have to give up, because if we had given up on the first struggle, we wouldn't be where we are now.
Yeah.
We'd still be in our house with it looking like it did.
Yeah.
So that's what we're hoping to do, is encourage others. If you're struggling, don't give up. Just keep pushing. There's a reward in the end.
And then some people say it only took them a month. I've seen pictures of they put everything out on the yard, but it's taken us a little bit longer. Like we've said, it's worth it though. Stick with it. Set your goal and stick with it.
Yeah, and we've got some videos coming up of us getting, it's not just us remodeling our house. We've got, that's why you want to hit that notification button, so that you can see what we went through and getting rid of stuff. It's hard when you're trying to give away stuff, especially stuff that you like, or it's sentimental, been handed down through your family. That's really tough. So we've got those videos coming in the future too.
Yeah, but what we're doing with that now, we're giving it to our kids now, so they ain't got to do it later.
Some of it they don't want though, and we've had to actually get rid of it. That's been hard. So you'll see those tears. You'll see those tears and emotions, and
it's not just your family and friends. When you share it, gets YouTube likes that, and it pushes our videos out a little bit more, so you'll be helping even people that you don't even know, that we don't even know.
Right, yeah, it helps our algorithms, yeah.
Yes, so
and
share.
Don't forget to comment, good or bad. We like them all. Bad comments. We haven't gotten very many bad comments, but they don't hurt us.
Yeah.
They don't hurt our feelings.
No.
Everybody's got an opinion, and it's not always going to be our opinion, so that's fine.
Until next video, see y'all.
Bye friends, be blessed. See you next week.
Don't miss our video next week where we tear out our kitchen and turn it into a fabulous new room. You won't believe the before and after of this kitchen as we take it from its old pecan paneling and cabinets to its fabulous new color.
watch the video?
I'm sure we did, but
Do you not watch our videos?
I do, but seems like a hawk.
Okay, guys, we had to.
Had to have scene relocation.
We're in the south, and not only do we have humidity, we got it's just plain hot. So our camera shut down. It got too hot.
But we're already in a tiny house on wheels.
I know, but we're showing how we transition.
Oh.
We're flipping our big house to sell
Okay.
it.
Okay, I got you.
Right? Well, for me anyway.
More so for her than me.
Yeah.
But it has been emotional for me too, though. Frustration, want to get out of it, want to get moving on. So.
Yeah, we're getting there slowly.
You want to say that again now?
Which brings us to.
You want me to say that? Okay. What am I supposed to say?
Sharing the video, because there might be other people that it's taking a while to get transitioned.
I didn't get that, okay.
Or have frustrations in flipping a house.
Huh.
Sharing the video because they may have friends that are either transitioning and want this lifestyle, or they might have friends that want to flip a house, and they can see through our frustrations that it's possible you can do it.
Oh, okay.
But I was on a great...
Drinking hot coffee. It's hot.
I'm drinking iced coffee. It's cold. Okay, we got enough bloopers now. Let's move on.